Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Call to order, flag salute. Roll call, Mr. Toth.
Yes. Mr. Vishal Patel,
Here.
Ms. Peng, Mr. Shi,
Here.
Ms. White,
Here.
Ms. Anjana Patel,
Here.
Mr. Lugo,
Here.
Mr. Ronak Patel,
Here.
Mr. Erico,
Here.
Mr. Azzarillo.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Opening statement.
In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, C-231, Sunshine Law, the Edison Township Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Board of Education administrative offices and on the Board of Education website.
Thank you. In accordance with NJSA, Section 10:4-12, the Edison Township Board of Education adjourns to confidential session for the purpose of discussing the following: confidential personal and board matters, student matters, pending litigation, legal matters, contracts. Do I have a motion to adjourn to the privilege session?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll be back probably between 30 minutes and an hour. Thank you. We'll reconvene to the open session. Next thing is superintendent's report. Dr. Agrali.
Great. Thank you so much, Board President Patel. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all is well with you. We are on the very beginning of the 2026-2027 school year. My report will focus on a couple pieces that are prominent in all school openings in relationship to not only getting the schools ready, but our staffing pieces, our transportation, operations, and everything. So if you want to take a look at the screen up top there, I'm going down. That's perfect. Great. All right. So we are a week away or so from welcoming students back for another school year. Our schools are absolutely ready. They are clean. We have a bunch of construction projects going on that the Board of Education is going to be able to see this coming Friday. We are really thankful for our custodial and maintenance staff in relationship to ensuring that our schools are ready for opening on September 2nd for students. And I'd like to thank all of them under the leadership of Mr. Colobus as well as Mr. Murphy. Our building principals also have informed me that teachers are fast away getting their classrooms ready to receive students on this day as well, too. It's an exciting time of year. Those of you that have been, that are parents as well as educators, you know, there's a really great buzz around the September opening of school. We had our new teacher orientation last week as well, too. Staff is onboarded. Mentors have been provided. They had the necessary supports as well as the trainings that we give all staff at the beginning of every single year. Looking forward to a great induction class here in Edison Township for our teachers and support staff as well. Transportation as well as technology has been fast at work. We've got a couple items on tonight's agenda, which we'll talk about curriculum updates and programs. And as always, one of the key focuses that we make sure that we hit home on is, you know, our social and emotional supports for our students as well. Great. So tonight's focus, just a quick snapshot of our school district. We have enrollment, which we'll take a look at. We have staffing. We have transportation, as well as facilities. And we're actually going to wrap up with some of the new regulations in relationship to cell phones, which will be affecting all students in pre-K through 12. So one of the things as a superintendent and as a leadership team is we always look at the incoming class, and that's our kindergarten class. So right now, if we do just a quick snapshot in comparison in relationship to the numbers, present date, sitting tonight, October 25th, 25, as well as October 25th, 26. We had 911 students at this time. Last year we have 912. Still processing a few students for enrollment. We've got about 140 that are in the process of getting vetted and making sure that they have all of the appropriate documentation. And we'll determine and see how many of those are going to be kindergarten students. But it's a great snapshot for how we can forecast not only the future, but also to take a look at staffing as well as school space in relationship to all the things that we do here in Edison Township. In the midst of the world's largest teacher shortage with over 2,000 staff members, we only have 26 current vacancies, and they are all based off of retirements and resignations that we received over this summer. Currently, we have 13 teaching positions that are open. We have 6 paraprofessionals. For transportation, we have bus drivers, as well as 1 aide, I believe, I think, which is part of the operations and support, as well as a few leadership positions that we need to be filled in the upcoming weeks. But, if you take a look at not only the Human Resources Office, but our hiring managers, they do a really, really good job of not only finding the best talent, but doing it in an expeditious manner. It's a seamless onboarding process that we pride ourselves on. Transportation, which is always a hot topic, comparing this year to last year, even with some of the tough decisions we had to make in relationship to transportation. This year, we're transporting about 9,000 students. 6,000 of those, about 6,000 of those are mandated. And close to 3,000 of those are subscription. And we're still in the process of placing students on the bus. We have wait lists. We are looking at additional routes that have just come to our attention that we're able to go out and take a look at to see if it's fiscally responsible in order to, as well as developing a bus within that area. But from year to year, we're still running a really, really robust transportation program. And I'd like to thank, Mr. Geen as well as Ms. Welch's for their efforts during that time frame. Transportation, usually people don't call to compliment them on the great job that they're doing, but I can assure you they are working hard. And if there's a bus in the area and we can accommodate it based off of some of the new requirements that we have, we want to do it. We know that it's a service that our community values, and if we can accommodate it, we will. I keep pressing the wrong button.
Story of my life.
Yeah, perfect. And so we've got some facility pieces right here. Deep cleaning over the summer. There's nothing like walking into a school in the beginning of the year and seeing those floors shine, those travertine. Yeah, right. Is that what it's called? What's it called?
Terrazzo.
Terrazzo. Perfect. Travertine is.
Diamond cutter.
Yeah.
Diamond
With the new diamond cutters that we have. Our school expansion projects over at John Marshall are, as well as JMI, are proceeding really nicely. We're really pleased with their progress. Orchestra room over at Edison High School is going to be absolutely fantastic. And we've got some climate control spaces over at Washington and the campus at JMI and JMP as well, too. All systems are go in relationship to that. A lot of construction projects, monumental tasks of overseeing those pieces, all coordinated through Mr. Toth's office as well, too. So greatly appreciate the work that he's doing there. And now for something that every school district in the state of New Jersey is going to be dealing with, and that is the new law in relationship to cell phones. In a nutshell, the policy basically states that school districts need to implement a bell-to-bell procedure. In other words, cell phones are off at the first bell in the morning and are off until the last bell in the afternoon. And those processes, as well as procedures, will be communicated by building principals as well as classroom teachers in relationship to that. It's going to be a little bit of a culture shock for our students, I would imagine, too. Right? And I see some of you laughing right now. And it's definitely something that we're going to have to get accustomed to. I know the administrators as well as our teachers will be monitoring these processes and providing students with outlets before and after school to utilize those devices. But this is not an Edison Township piece. This is something that is mandated by the state that we all need to comply with. Expectations will be shared transparently with students, staff, and families to ensure that everybody is apprised to how we're going to proceed in relationship to the very popular cell phone policy, which I'm sure will be great. All right. And just a couple little pieces. The beginning of the school year, I always revert back to my time as a building principal, because it's usually one of the, especially in the elementary schools too, where for the kindergarten you're dropping your kids off for the first time. Everybody's taking pictures and selfies, and some students are sprinting right for the door, and they're excited for the first couple days, and others are a little shy and reluctant and a little scared too, especially if you're moving from another school district into Edison Township. I can assure you that we have the most welcoming school district in the land. Our teachers are excited. They are pumped to come back to school. Our administrators are ready for opening days activities. Our central office team has been primed and ready. We had great retreats last week, not only with our leadership team, but with our new teachers as well. We're really looking forward this year, too, to an engaged family partnership also. You're going to be seeing a lot of stuff coming out on social media, as well as letters from me and flyers and information from our Board of Education, things that we want to highlight to tell our story here in Edison Township. And last but not least, where the rubber meets the road, when things get overwhelming, we have counselors, we have student support systems, we have teachers, everything that students need in order to be successful. I'm really excited about this year, 26, 27. It's got a really nice buzz to it, and just a positive opening culture here. And I can tell you the best is yet to come. Over the next couple months, we'll be highlighting not only our academy programs, but some of the accolades that our district has received over the course of the summer, which we've been acknowledged, but we're not allowed to publicly, state it until September. So we'll kind of keep that under wraps at that time. But really great accolades here for the district. The pathways that we've expanded for our students, opportunities for STEM. We are attacking AI from all angles, not only from an operational standpoint in relationship to how central office is conducted, but making teachers comfortable with that process, from lesson planning to engaging kids in activities in relationship to that. And one of the things that we always have to focus on is the statement that's down at the bottom of this piece, and that's our North Star statement: empowering learners to shape the world with knowledge, purpose, and passion. That's where the rubber meets the road. It's teaching and learning. That is our number one job here in Edison Township. And we're excited about it. So at the end, Mr. Patel, that concludes my superintendent's report.
Thank you. I think I want to foot stamp on the North Star statement, empowering learners. And learner doesn't mean just students. Learner means teachers, supervisors, administration, even board members, right? Because we are all learning and trying to make, better place for everybody else. I also want to welcome our students back to new school year. And I have requested Dr. Alarelli to have a zero tolerance policy for the new bell-to-bell. It's going to be the popular policy, but
Yes.
let's see how it goes. But as a parent, I would like to, I would like it to be implemented as a zero tolerance, because otherwise it's not going to get enforced. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Dr. Arati, so including the smartwatches as well, right?
Yeah, so in the letters that'll be going home, it's the policy is internet-enabled devices. So it will be smartwatches, Meta glasses, all of those pieces that have opportunities for communication that we know. It's going to be, we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you. Okay, review of the agenda items.
Oh, yeah, perfect, great. Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Education, we will now just do a brief review of the agenda. As always, we have our personnel report with our appointments, change of status over the summer with some of the necessary transfers that we have, as well as our district-wide programs that span our title programs, as well as some of the operational pieces that we have over the summer. In relationship to the administrative recommendations here, we have, as mandated by policy, we have our 2026-2027 school nursing plan. We also have a memorandum of agreement with Middlesex County College, as well as both of our high schools, for our dual enrollment program, which this year we are actively promoting, not only through social media, but through discussions with our students, because I think it's a great opportunity for kids to graduate from these institutions with college-level credits. Master research and data sharing in relationship to the College Board, which is also mandated as per our agreement with them. We have our curriculum and instruction agenda items and resolution moving forward, our professional development hours, the approval of school hours, which are mandated as well each and every year for the Board of Education to approve. As per administrative code, we have to approve both rubrics that we use to evaluate teachers as well as administrators. Those are on the agenda for board review as well, along with the highly effective teacher evaluation activities resolution, which is also mandated by the state. We have some curriculum guides that have been flushed out, which will be described during our curriculum committee review at the end of the agenda review. But they span from elementary, middle, and high school with some of the new courses that we have, as well as some requirements. As standards change, we have to modify curriculum in relationship to that. And then last but not least, we have our special pupil special services report with our students from our outer district placements, as well as some of the rates for tuition-based students from our Edison Success Academy, as well as some professional services providers that we take on to serve our special needs population. And with that being said, I will turn it over to my colleague, Mr. Toth, who will now review the finance portion of the agenda.
Right under the finance section, first item up is our financial reports, followed by contracts, which will include some contracts for the approval of a purchase of instructional supplies and instructional software licenses and security software licenses. Under facilities, we have 5 change orders at Marshall, which will include work on access controls, demolition of flooring and footings, water and wall revisions, temporary electric for the elevator, main office revisions, and the relocation of food services. And then we have a change order at the Edison High School project for a credit we're going to be receiving for some casework. Item 4 up is our grants. We are going to be accepting the American Chemical Society grant,
Yes.
along with authorization for a deed of conservation restriction for our trees grant. Item 5 is last, is transportation, which has a variety of in-district, out-of-district, and special education in-district and out-of-district routes up for approval for the fiscal year 27 school year. Thanks.
Thank you. Now we have public comment sections, resolution only. I see none.
Motion
Motion
to
to add.
close.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve personal report?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Azzarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Ronak Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Lugo.
Yes.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Can
I
make-
wanna
Can I make a quick comment?
go for it.
Officially approved.
Yeah.
There we go.
Welcome, Dr. Falco.
Congratulations, Dr. Falco.
So, I mean, welcome to the Edison School District in a new role. It's a big shoes to fill, but I'm sure you got everything in cover. And then, thank you. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Do I have a motion to approve administration, curriculum, and instruction and pupil services?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Azzarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Ronak Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Lugo.
It would be a yes with 3 exceptions where would be no.
Okay.
3, no would be for the class Life by Design, no would be for the class Business of Esports, and no would be for the class Power, Identity, and Society. Everything else is a yes.
Okay. Noted. Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Do I have a motion to approve finance?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Azzarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Ronak Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Lugo.
Yes.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, the next is committee report. The first one is the Finance and Facility Committee report. The committee met on Friday, August 7, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And during the meeting, we discussed ESIP with the ABM. We discussed the Talmish property. There is no information from NJDEP for the wetland survey. We also discussed the subscription busing fees, before and after aftercare programs. And we also reviewed and revised the building use rates. That's the end of the meeting. And thank you. The next report is Curriculum Committee. Ms. Pang?
So the curriculum committee met August 12th. In attendance, Dr. Aldarelli, Dr. Valentine, myself, Mr. Shi, and Mr. Lugo. We met to review the new and updated curriculum guides for the 26-27 school years. The updates span English, science, career and technology, technical education, social study, visual and performing arts. These revisions reflects updated New Jersey students' learning standards, state mandates, CUSAC requirement, College Board changes, and alignment with our current instructional frameworks. The committee also discussed the summer program, the pilot at JP Stevens for the first time this summer. Some of the highlights include a total of 95 classes were successfully completed with a 97% success rate. As a result, approximately 90 JPS students remained on track to graduate on time. The remote summer school model required only 3 teachers compared with 7 the previous years. and resulting in approximately $27,960 in staff savings. We also launched a new personal finance literature course. This state-required course is a popular summer option for students. Previously, students have to pay to take it through an outside online provider. They can now take the course directly through our district, making it more affordable and convenient. This summer, close to 500 students enrolled, generating approximately $108,000 in tuition revenue. I would really like to applaud Dr. Aldarelli, Dr. Valentine, and the curriculum committee for their creativity and hard work. We're trying to provide students with flexible opportunities to use this summer for either credit recovery or just course enrichment, while also significantly reducing staffing costs and generating some additional revenue for our district. We also discussed briefly about our elementary school report cards. Well, there is a reason concern about no letter grades for the first, from K through fourth grade. We're going to continue to discuss that, and we will provide you an update in the following meetings. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Pang. The next one is Transportation Committee report. Mr. Radico.
Thank you, Board President. In attendance was myself, Mr. Azzarello, Mr. Gillian, Dr. Huss, and Ms. White. We met on August 10th at 3 p.m. here in the Ed Center. As of the meeting on August 10th, we had 2,661 students were placed on subscription buses, and new enrollees continue to be assessed and assigned as appropriate. Starting on August 20th, students who have not paid will be removed and seats will be offered to those on the waiting list, with fees waived for families who qualify for free lunch. The portal for subscription busing applications will reopen October 1st to accept additional riders if seats are available. The startup meetings for drivers will be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, August 27th, and Friday, August 28th. There will be 2 outside trainers, 1 company specializing in drug testing and other safeties. The district currently has 50 drivers and continues interviewing to hire 2 more, as well as 13 aides, while interviewing for 1 more. Bus passes will be available early in the week of August 24th through the parent portal on Genesis. Any transportation requests received on or after August 19th will start on Tuesday, September 8th. The district is working with Samsara to install high-level cameras on all buses that are not currently outfitted with them. Thank you, Board President.
Thank you. The next is public comments. Yep. Yeah.
Anthony Mara from Edison. I'm here once again to speak about the Parental Bill of Rights, which I sent to all of the board members. This Parental Bill of Rights was unanimously adopted in 2 towns in Edison, Kinnelon and Colts Neck. In fact, Colts Neck originated it. I was encouraged to hear Dr. Aldarelli speak about the need for parent involvement in student activities. You have heard me speak before of the 5th commandment that God gave us. Honor your father and your mother. It's an appropriate commandment given the topic of which I speak. That is not the only thing that God says about mom and dad in the Bible. There's a bunch of things he says about mom and dad. I'd like to read some of them to you. They're all from the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 6. My son, observe the commandment of your father, and do not forsake the teaching of your mother. Bind them continually on your heart, tie them around your neck. When you walk about, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will talk to you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is light, and the reproofs of discipline are the way of life. In short, listen and obey mom and dad. They know better. They've been down the road more than you have. Proverbs chapter 30. The eye that mocks a father and scorns a mother, the ravens of the valley will pick it out, and the young eagles will eat it. the opposite side of this. Dishonoring mom and dad, this requires no comment. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 20. He who curses his father or his mother, his lamp will go out in darkness. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 22. Listen to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Proverbs 28, 24. He who robs his father or his mother and says, is it not a transgression, is a companion of a man who destroys. Proverbs chapter 19, 26. He who assaults his father and drives his mother away is a shameful and disgraceful son. In short, honor mom and dad, there's a blessing that comes with it. Dishonor mom and dad, oof, bad stuff happens. That's why we need this parental bill of rights. God created each one of our children, each one of us, in his own image and likeness. So there are no mistakes when God creates people. He picked each child so each one is chosen. He redeemed each one of us, including our children, of course, through the death and resurrection of his Son, Jesus Christ. So we are wanted. And he has a future for each one of us, including our children, of course. So they're unconditionally loved. He says in the book of Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope. And he's vested in mom and dad the responsibility of carrying out much of what I said so that it comes to fruition. But you have to give mom and dad the tools they need to do that. Entertain my insanity for a moment. Hypothetically speaking, suppose as board members, you have the responsibility, as you do, to do all that you have to do, but you have no right to vote. You can't vote on budget, you can't vote on anything. Insane, right? Ridiculous. What kind of an absurd suggestion is that? That's exactly what's done to mom and dad if you don't give them the right to vote on their own kids. Give them the power they need. Give them that parental bill of rights so they get to choose what goes on with mom and dad. Edison is a big town. Put it on the map. When you wiped out 5756, it made news. These other towns, God bless them. Kinnelon and Colts Neck, Edison's one of the biggest towns in New Jersey. You adopt a parental bill of rights, it'll make news. It's my understanding that Ms. White and Mr. Lugo, you're not running for re-election. So be it, your call. Go out on a high note. Vote for this, make this unanimous, so that everyone in Edison, everyone who hears of this knows where you stand regarding not just the students. You must love the students. You wouldn't be where you are right now if you didn't. Tell the parents we stand behind you. The last 2 Christmases, I came before this board and I blessed each and every one of you by name. Do it for mom and dad. Adopt this parental bill of rights, which I sent to you. Bless them. Most of them may not even know that you vote for it. It's okay. We do things of love, what oftentimes kids don't know about it. Adopt this parental bill of rights. You will bless the parents and the students in this town. Thank you for your time, not just for today, but for all the time you guys put in. I know you guys have a lot of responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow. Yes, Ms. Campion.
Sue Campione, HF for Corton Edison. I am also the scholarship chair, and it is that time of year again. I see you laughing, Vishal. Boscov's is having their sale October 21st. It's a $5 shopping pass. You get 25% off in the store. It also is good online the day of the sale. The $5 donation goes to the scholarships that we give out at both high schools. So I hope everyone enjoyed their summer. The secretaries are back to work, working hard to enroll all the new students. And I hope everybody has a good year. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm on a fixed income.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. 3 things. The first thing is I'm a little confused by the number of teacher appointments that I heard you speaking about versus the number of teachers that were let go in the spring, the late springtime. What my question is, were these teachers officially let go? Were they riffed? And if the case was riffed, are any of them being brought back? Or would you have just let them go and embarrass them that if they wanted their job back, they might have to reapply, which I'm hoping is not the case at all? But could anybody please explain, how we let teachers go, but now we're hiring new teachers? I know it is a puzzle of putting positions and people together, but it just seems to be a soreness coming across, seeing that we cut teachers and now we're hiring new teachers. Is it a form of, saving money or versus just to fill slots is my first thing. The second thing is I'm really glad to hear about the cell phone ban and everything that goes along with it, but who will be the enforcers for this? They'll get through the front door and then they'll hide it in their pockets, and then is it up to the teachers to be the rats picking up the phones? Or will there be a telephone chain going to the office? Found another one. So I'm really glad to hear it, and I feel that it is important that we do it. I've asked about it even before it became a state mandate. So I'm looking to see what the plan will be for the actual, as you say, zero tolerance. And third of all is a positive thing. I do have something positive. I'd like to congratulate Dr. Tui on his accolade. I knew it when we first hired you, so I'm just giving them all an I told you so. So congratulations, Dr. Tui.
Thank
And
you.
that's it.
Thank you. Dr. Rowley?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so in relationship to the staffing, yes. So no, we didn't engage in a reduction in force. It was a combination of pieces, right? We're talking about 82 total positions. So some of those are non-tenured staff members, which were non-renewed. So you're definitely reducing your force, but not an action RIF. I'm sure Mr. Revnick would weigh in on this as well too. But some positions we just did not fill. Any job that you see currently right now is not part of those positions that we dealt with in the previous budget. Those are teachers that have retired over the summer, that are on maternity leaves, all within the position control roster piece. In the event that a job does open up, somebody resigns or retires, they will definitely have the opportunity to reach back out and apply for those positions, especially some of them, where we had to make tough decisions based not off of merit, but just off of finances. But many of them have also probably secured positions in other districts, especially this late in the game right now. So, but there are no add to staff positions in relationship to this budget. This is all based off of the position control roster and the board approval from the previous budget. As far as the enforcers, yeah, it's going to take a village, right? It's going to be teachers, it's going to be paraprofessionals, might even be secretaries at some time too, right? But everybody has to be responsible in relationship to this. There's consequences associated at each level too, elementary, middle, and high school. Those will be communicated to you by your building level principals. Probably be discussions at back to school night, as well as information shared from your classroom teacher. And those consequences will be progressive, just like everything else, right? And this is ripping the Band-Aid off. This is going to be a shock for teachers, for students, for parents as well too. That might have been accustomed to maybe having a conversation with their child during the day over lunch or whatever the case is. And the opportunity is to comply with the law, like we have to. It's not an option. So.
Thank you, Doc. Yes? You got it.
To the perfect seat.
Yes. Good evening. I'm glad I got out of school just as the cell phones became popular. Because I had enough of screaming at the high school kids behind those cell phones and not paying attention. Then I noticed, and you spoke earlier about maybe K-4 or whatever, doing a pass, fail or something. You say you're investigating that more. But I don't know. The reason why I don't like pass, fail, because we got a lot of skaters. I call them skaters. Like they figure, I just do just enough.
Joyce, can you stay closer?
Okay, and then they're not working up to their ability.
Joyce, can you get closer to the microphone?
Oh,
Pull it over.
okay.
There you
They're not, and they'll just do just enough, and those kind of kids worry me because they're not working up to their full potential. They have the ability, they have the skills, but they're not working up to their full potential. And also, I need some clarifications because people keep saying, well, 12%, 6%, 3%, whatever's going on at the school. So I need an honest of saying what is going. I know what's on my tax, but a lot of people that are sitting out there that can't make it here tonight and stuff, they told me to ask to make sure because it was 3% on my tax bill, so I didn't, one way or another. And as we were talking about the 0 percentages and stuff that brought us this way, and I heard Mr. Shee's name bandied about a lot, but I do recall Mr. Shee not being on the board during one of those 0%. Right. So I'm just an honest person. I just want us to stick to facts and stick to honesty. And what I did like about this board was, what I did like about you was, whether we liked it or not, you came to the J.P. Stevens, and you came no matter what, no matter how many questions we asked you, no matter what. Thank you, Dr. Adarelli, because you answered every question that you were able to answer. And I appreciate that. I don't like it when people sneak around, put stuff under umbrella, and do all different types of things like that. I think that's not good, and that's not nice, and that's not the way to run a business at all. But so, other than that, I like myself like the Edison school system does well, and I know that some people won't be returning back to this board, but I would still like to thank you for your services, because a lot of people don't understand. Edison Board of Education members, they don't get paid. You put in a lot of time, you put in a lot of energy, and you take a lot of insults from people, whether you deserve them or not. So I want to applaud all of you for staying fast with it, even though you guys are taking a lot of abuse, all right? But I do like that, people are not bobbleheads, that you do read information, and whether I like your answer or not that you give me, that's the true answer coming from you, and you answer that way. So I just want to thank all of you, and I want to thank you for keeping this school going the right way. And I don't know what slate or whoever's going to win, but all I know is that my main interest is the children in Edison, not who's trying to make money, not who's trying to sell this, not who's trying to make a name for themselves. Children should be our number one thing, because the way we're going right now, we desperately need people to have critical reading skills, not bogged down in computers. They need to first have the base, because if everybody knows when you build a house, if the foundation is crooked, then that's what they'll be from that point on. And the last thing is, thank you so much, Edison, for being in the paper, for being good schools. It does my heart good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce.
Yeah, there is not many times where people come and appreciates it, so thank you. It is a hard job at times, so I appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anand Ramchandran. I just wanted to...
Can you get closer to the microphone? Pull it up. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring to your notice one thing that happened couple of months ago. My son lost his Chromebook in school, and this happened right And as soon as he lost it, at the end of it, it was taken away from the bleacher. After the gym class, he went, and this was communicated to the school management. And they tried to track it. They couldn't. After 2 days, they said it was somewhere in another floor. They tried to track it, but apparently it was not found. He was told that there won't be any fine on this, but apparently now we see on the Genesis that it's been posted, and we don't know how to go about it, because he was clearly told that there wouldn't be a fine on this. Just wanted to bring this to your notice. And how can we go, what can be done about it?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna ask you to work with Mr. Huss,
Okay.
but then I'll give my own personal example where
Okay.
my son lost some sports sports T-shirt, and I ended up paying for it. But why don't you work with Mr. Huss, and then he'll probably look into it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
After. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Anthony Diamond. Are we giving our names anymore? I didn't. Oh, we are?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you have 6 minutes, Anthony.
Oh, really? It's nice. It's like paradise over here for the other side. So just, I couldn't agree more with Joyce. You know, reading, writing, and arithmetic, go back to the basics. That's what we really need to concentrate on. Leave all, you know, everything else out. But I wasn't going to come here. I happened to have the meeting on, and I heard the superintendent mentioned something about sending some letters out and stuff like that. I think it's a great idea. I'd go a step further, though. I think I mentioned this before. I think of all the great things that you guys have accomplished over the last several years. No tax increases. And by the way, you know, we used to say 0% would be a good thing. Now, whether or not you should have raised it and stuff, I'll leave that to the experts. There seems to be a lot of experts on budgeting out there, but I'm not one of them. But nevertheless, though, that's because you guys did. You set yourselves up to do some good stuff and put yourselves in that position. So whether or not you should have raised it or not, I don't know. But nevertheless, all those good things need to be put out there more. And what I mean is, if you just go out to the average resident, they don't know this stuff. They really don't. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you need to put a quarterly pamphlet out. You know, the mayor does it. You guys could do it. He said, I'm serious. So you put out a quarterly thing. You put in there is going to be all the good stuff that the district is involved in and doing. And as a matter of fact, I go a step further, and I would make sure that the students have the involvement. Let them set it up. Let them orchestrate it. Let them design it. Have their input into it. Have their hands tied into it. And you guys, somebody create a committee, and then give them some of the talk points that you want in there. But let the students have involvement in that. A quarterly one. Let this every quarter. You send one out to every taxpayer in this town. Find a budget and fit in that budget. You have a lot of money in the budget. Find money to do it, because, quite honestly, there's a lot of misunderstanding or a lot of things, misinformation, whatever you want to call it, that's out there. So I think it would avoid a lot of the things that happened several months ago. While you guys it was at 12%, and then you guys, to your credit, did a lot of hard work. Found you had to find cut somewhere. You wanted to cut in half, and you did. Meanwhile, you were taking incoming from town hall, and ironically enough, he's raising taxes over there. Isn't that poetic? But that's for another day. But nevertheless, though, that's I think you need to do that. I think it's important to do that. Every taxpayer needs to get that. He set the precedent, so I would follow that lead. It works. It actually does work. What else? I just wrote something down. Oh, speaking of the budget, the state funding. When does that process begin for next year? Has it begun yet? Are we lobbying to make sure that this, that we get funding, make sure that they change the formula, the calculation, whether or not we're getting our state assembly people involved, state senators involved, lobbying Trenton to do that, because I just saw it in Old Bridge. Old Bridge, I think the council might be sending out a letter to the governor to demand whatever. But we need to be, the squeaky wheel, be really, really active, trying to, because I always say this, the product that Edison graduates here, okay? We all got to become ambassadors of the district. So the product that we put out is our dollar goes much further in Edison okay, than most other districts, right? That's thanks to the teachers and everybody else and the students and all that. So we get the most of our dollar. To cut us is simply it is almost an insult, because our students go on to graduate, become great productive citizens. Why would you cut that? So they need to create a formula to make sure that this that we don't have a budget cut. Woodbridge doesn't. So and let's be honest, a lot of money that Newark's getting and everybody else, the amount of money by the time it gets to the student, you're looking at pennies on the dollar per dollar. So that's just the way it goes. But otherwise, I hope everybody had a good summer. And that's really it for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Harish?
Harish Thatineni, 45 McKinley Street. Going back to that lost Chromebooks thing, in one of the middle schools there were like 2 to 3 incidents that I personally know of. So I'm not sure what's going on. I know kids sometimes love to play pranks on their friends, but afterwards when things get serious, they don't want to come out or whatever. So also there is some confusion. Earlier I heard that it does not have a tracking device. So can someone clarify, can the Chromebooks be tracked or not? If not, how difficult is it to have an RFID chip or something of that sort in them for future purposes? So that was one thing. On a similar note, the Worth Ave Group Insurance, earlier the idea was that they cover only for damages and not for lost devices. But someone recently sent me a screenshot which says that theft is covered. So I don't know if they changed it from this year or it was from last year. But if theft is indeed covered, how difficult is it for the school to work with them directly to get that amount in such cases? So, yeah, any clarification on these 2 items would help. Going back to transportation, is it possible to release all the bid amounts for the subscription routes? Because that is a huge pain point for a lot of parents, especially since the entire cost is borne by them this year. Again, I'm not sure if it can be done or not, because there is a chance that some of the subscription students might be riding the free bus if that bus goes through their neighborhood. So, but if possible, that would be great if you can release those numbers. This evening there was this news of HVAC fires in schools and other government buildings. I think the brand is Modine. I hope we don't have those brands, but if we have, we need to be extra careful with those. And
What was it? I'm sorry. What did you say?
What's the name of the company?
Modine, M-O-D-I-N-E.
Modine.
I was actually about to start for the meeting and then I saw that on the news. So I think it has got to do something with the heat pump. There are 2 different varieties. So I don't know what brand we have.
Thank you.
Finally, on a lighter note, Dr. Elderelli, can you go easy with my friend John this year? I mean, he's so stressed out, he even forgot to smile. So.
I'll try.
John, for a change, I don't have any questions for you today.
You just gave a question about the transportation. Come on.
Thank you,
Bishop, can I
Harish.
make a comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's something I really, you brought up a point, and I actually cut from the agenda about the transportation we just approved for the bidding. Okay? Excuse me, sorry. So,
Anthony.
so
Joyce.
So, if you look at the transportation bid we have, right? The one that's most expensive, $1.34 million, okay? The cheapest contract is $50,000, okay? So these are the the cost that we are bidding out is a public bids. And this is, by law, we have to go with the lowest bid. So if you add that up, that's millions and millions of dollars. Okay, you have $900,000, $800,000, contract all in there. So these are what we are paying. The $1.3 million is not one route. It's probably 20 routes, you said?
About a little over 20.
Yeah, over 20 routes. And the most expensive route we have is a special ed route, $133,000, okay, to the Ed Commission in Piscataway. One route. So think about what we try to do is to reduce some of these costs. We're not talking about out of district, just the tuition. This is on top of the tuition, just transportation, $133,000 for one route. Just think about those. Those are when the district is paying for that. That's not subscription bus. It's part of the entire transportation cost, right? So that's just my comment.
And I think I want to, before I hand the mic to Dr. Alrelli, I want to kind of give a kudos to Dr. Alrelli, Transportation Committee, and entire transportation team, because there was a series of decisions that they made in last few months to offer the buses at the lowest cost and accommodate as many students as possible. Some of them were risky, but fortunately every decision came true and positive, and we are able to accommodate, 80%, 70% of the students.
And even the numbers that I showed earlier there, Mr. Patel, you have, there was maybe a 630 student difference. About 300 of those students
Excuse
were
me,
pre-K
come
last
on,
year that
guys.
we had. So
Okay.
we're only about 300 shy off of the numbers that we have, which is a substantial amount of
80 to 90,
buses.
yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
amazing. Like, given the financial situation we were in, some of the hard calls we made, and even after cutting the transportation, at least at that time we didn't know what's going to happen. Administration made series of choices. Again, I don't have to go in detail of the series of choices they made in terms of executing this seamlessly, right? I'm sure they had a literally probably weekly or few days meeting to make sure that how many students are enrolling, how many fees are getting collected, how many are free buses, or how many are paid students to make this happen. So kudos to you to make it all possible.
Thank you.
That's why John is not smiling.
I mean, he dug a lot of people involved, day in, day out. But if you want to handle the Chromebook question.
Yeah. So the Chromebooks can definitely be tracked in relationship to that. So I'm not sure where. There's a nuance to it that I'm sure our tech director could explain in much greater detail that I can as well too. And as far as theft in relationship to insurance of the Chromebook, there is a provision in there, but it's got to do with an investigation and all those pieces too. But listen, at the end of the day, we try to work with parents as best as we can, right? So I mean, if a Chromebook was truly stolen, whether it was from a peer or wherever left, we're always looking to work with parents based on each individual circumstance. And as far as the Modine for HVAC, I'll follow up with Mr. Calavas to see if we have any of those pieces. Thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, I'm already pointed. So one of you guys, who want to go first?
All get up together?
You can all go together. Yeah. Just
You don't get 18 minutes now.
you can just give one name and address, please.
Good evening, everyone. Myself Jagdish, and here are all people from my community. We stay in the Oaks community.
Can you get closer to the microphone, please? Because we
Bend
have
it a
people
little bit.
online. Yeah.
Yeah. So we stay in the Oaks community, and we have a subscription bus facility. So we are requesting a bus stop inside our community right now. It is on a Tingley Lane, for which students have to walk around 8 to 10 minutes every day, one way. So it would be helpful for everyone, each student, if bus at least comes in the community. And we have a precedence where we have a community right in front of which is Dogwood community, and there is a bus going inside that community. So we are requesting the same favor for our community, just to start with one bus stop which is at the central location, which will help everyone. And I think we have around 6 kids going to JMP and 13 going to JMI. So that itself is 19 kids going to same school premises. and around 6 kids going to jams. So that's on the same route. So if transportation department can consider our request and add a bus stop inside our community, that would be very helpful.
Just to add on that one, the station that we got is, just to add on the safety part of that one, that the location that we got is in the starting of the community, which is basically if we have like so many kids gather around the same area, there is a ingress and outgress to the community, which is also kind of a safety concern in that manner. If every kids and the parents gonna show up, especially in the winter time, then it will be like a lot of people on the same spot on the same time. So having a one stop inside will definitely help to the kids as well. And it's on the public road, so it's better to have one, at least we are demanding only one stop inside the community and that's it. So it's just like less than a quarter mile, so it's not a, we hope that it can be accommodated. So yeah, it's kind of a circle community, so it will be also easy for bus to take a, like just a circle, that way they can just, and it's like 20 kids on the same route, so if the one bus can accommodate 20 people, 20 kids, then it will be a less travel time from the community to the school. So it is also like it's a win-win situation, especially in regards of safety concern. So we hope that it can work out. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Okay, go ahead.
I like to add just 2 points. So within our community, it takes 3 to 5 minutes around, and if we take earlier U-turn, it's covering 3 minutes if you go by 50 miles per hour, all right? And yeah, 50 mile hour, sorry. Now, on the Tingley land, it's a main route, right? If we get just bus inside, it will unblock the traffic on the Tingley land, and it's easy for everyone, easy for the bus also, and easy for the people who are driving on the road. So hopefully, consider our request and grant stop within our community.
And anybody else? Okay.
So can I also ask you guys a favor? You guys are residents in that community. The community is notorious for bumpers, huge bumpers. Okay, you guys live there. You know that experience. Okay, if you can work with your HOA to remove some of the bumpers, that will make things much easier. Because there are horrible bumpers. They're probably the worst in whole Edison.
I can answer a question.
Road bumps.
Yes.
I can answer a question. We have provided the route map also, on that route there are only 3 bumps, and they are smallest bump. The biggest bump you are talking about is a different route, right? And Dogwood Meadow community, they have the biggest bumper than our community.
Well, I'm talking about from Park, right? From Tingley all the way to Grove. Okay.
Oh, so
okay. You have one of the biggest bumper in entire Edison right in the middle of it.
That's true. We are also getting lots of issues with that.
Can you work with the HOA, just remove that thing? I'm going to tell you, that's the biggest speed bumper in Edison.
It's a different community, not our community. So
that's a route that goes from Tingley to Grove.
True. The bus route we have requested is not going through that bumps. It's a totally different within our community, and there are only 3 smaller bumps. So your concern is not, yeah.
Harish, that's not. Thank you guys. I appreciate the thorough research you all have done, and then we'll look into it. I mean, Dr. Hoss.
Yep, we'll look at. Thank you very much.
It's the first time ever where board member is asking the public to do something. So thank you, Mr. Shi. Thank you. Next, anyone else? Yes, Matt.
Matt Revnacki, TA President. First of all, congratulations to Dr. Falco. Wish you well. Your success will be the success of Edison High School. So hopefully the students and the staff will rally around you. I know I met with you Friday. We had a nice conversation. As always, the association looks forward to working with you as well. Second thing, There's six candidates for 3 board seats coming up in November. ETA has decided to do it by a different format than we have over the past, other than the pandemic year, and we're going to go back to that. That was totally the decision of ETA. Because I know there's been things out there,
Thank you, Matt.
and I've had to answer it. This was done almost a year ago, after the last candidates night, where myself and a couple of my executive board members sat around and said, we are going to change the format. There was no outside influence. We will never be told what to do. Plain and simple. Okay? So I want to make that clear. The format will be that the 6 candidates, they've already been sent letters and emails on Friday through my secretary in my office. We did get a response from 1 or 2 already that will attend. They will come in 20-minute intervals or so. It will be a personal interview, basically, rather than a open candidate forum. And this way we'll get more true, genuine answers than what we do playing off each other, et cetera, et cetera. We already have a professional videographer that's been hired, and that will be posted on the link for YouTube will be posted on the ETEA website. The date of that is September 23rd, and we were told either that Friday or definitely by the following Monday, we will have it back from the videographer, which happens to be Mondays, the day before the board meeting. Our website is edisonetea.org. I will mention that again at the next board meeting, and also at that time, we'll have the YouTube call numbers to be able to share. And you can go on, as always, we'll have the candidates' little biography, and then, of course, their interviews. Okay? But I want to make that clear, because I know there's a lot been going on. I have been fielding phone calls, and it's a bunch of nonsense. Okay? Next thing, I didn't intend to speak about this, but since Dr. Aldarelli mentioned it before, you opened the door. And that is about what happened with our non-renewals and the rehiring process, et cetera. In that discussion, we knew there were going to be cuts. Of course, the majority of that were my members. And, you know, Dr. Aldarelli used the number 82. I'm assuming that's inclusive of retirees, et cetera. So that's not really the true number. The actual number of non-renewals based off the budget was around 43, I believe, 44. We did have a few that, as always, that are non-renewed for performance-based, and the rest were retirees. Needless to say, I'm not happy with the way things transpired. It's always hard when I have to deal with and talk to 40 people crying on the phone for an hour. What am I going to do now? And I did help many of them, as mentioned, relocate to other jobs. I sent out emails and got information from, I reached right out to county presidents of other districts in our county. That week, I was also down in Trenton at NJA. I put that to the presidents around the state. Unfortunately, a lot of other districts were in similar situations. A lot of them were because of health benefit increases. So anyway, one of the things we did ask for, and I did mention at that time, was why non-renewal, not RIFs? Back in the day, all of us that were non-tenured, including myself, my first 2 years, I got RIFed. It was an automatic. And then, you know, within a month or so, you got the call to come back and sign your contract. You're back on board. It does seem like more, and I did reach out to NJA, are doing the non-renewal process. Basically, when you're non-renewing it, you're cutting ties at that point. Okay? Now, as a non-tenured person, you really have no rights anyway. That's what tenure is about. So they don't even have to give you a reason. They can simply say, thank you for your service, and we think we could do better, whatever. I don't like when people are given false hope. That is one thing I am very dissatisfied with, because many of these people were told that were non-renewed for budget reasons. Yes, you can reapply. You will definitely be considered. One of the things I did mention to Dr. Aldarelli and his team was I actually thought that the people who are non-renewed for budget reasons should have been given like first interviews before it even necessarily went as a posting. Now, that doesn't mean you have to rehire them. If they get the interview and the principal says, not a good fit for my school if it is position, hey, I can't argue with that. But that was not necessarily done. In fact, I received 2 calls over the past 2 weeks of people that put in for multiple positions that never even got an interview. One of them needed 1 day to get tenure. And quite honestly, I told her straight up, if you didn't get it now, don't depend on Edison, you're probably not coming back. They're not giving you tenure. get a job elsewhere if you can. These are people that want to come back, quite honestly, in some cases. They held out from taking other jobs because they want to be back in Edison. Didn't necessarily happen for them. Okay? So I did want to clarify that, Liz, since you brought it up. You know, not totally satisfied with the way things happen. One of the things I deal with all the time is they cut all these people. Why are all these positions popping up? Okay? And yeah, you know, things happen, although when you look at the enrollment, I believe it was 912 compared to 911 at this time last year. That's pretty consistent. So you should have some general idea. Now, where they're put and what the needs are, I don't know. All 900 kids could be special needs kids. Maybe not, maybe none of them are. So there is a difference there. All right, so, you know, just a point of clarification. Listen, we understand, we know the district went through, you know, budgetary issues, obviously. You know, to answer Anthony Dameron, unfortunately he left. Sorry, I got it for 5 years and said it was this mistake going to 0% each year for 5 years. And then if you're not going to go to the percentage you needed to go to keep programs and keep staff, mistake. All right, and I'll live by that personally.
Your time is up,
And
Matt.
yes, one final thing. Good luck to everybody with the beginning of the school year, our students, our staff. I hope, I know as a 38-year employee of this district, I always look forward to the start of the year. It's a fresh start, whether you're brand new to the district or here like myself or Kathy Hendricks, who's here for 57 years. It's a fresh beginning, a fresh start to the year, and I hope everybody has a great school year.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Motion to close.
Vishal? Can I have a comment?
Motion to close first.
No, let me, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Your board member comments, Mr. Shi, go ahead.
Yeah, so Matt, I appreciate you coming over and clarify, you know, the nonsense going on in the community. And this is really sad to see this come from some administrators in another school district, okay? And I also thank you for clarifying about this 80-person thing about the, you know, unfortunate incidents. You know where I stand on this. So, you know, but the, you know, the rumors, the deliberate providing false information for the purpose of the campaign is just unbelievable. Okay. So, Vishal, before we start the board member comments, can I have Dr. Falco to make appearance and say a couple words?
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to say a few words, and I'm incredibly honored to lead the next chapter of Edison High School. I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you, of course, to members of the Board of Education, Dr. Aldarelli, to the Thomas Jefferson Middle School community, Principal Emden. I thank her so much for the opportunity, the Jaguar community that welcomed me. It has been an honor to serve that community. Excuse me. And I'm very thankful that I will continue to have the opportunity to serve them in this role. Excuse me. It is my honor, again, to serve this community, to continue to grow the culture of confidence, connection at Edison High School. And I thank you so much for this opportunity. To our Eagles who are joining us tomorrow, we are so thankful to have you, to welcome you, and look forward to observing you and supporting you in soaring through the next 4 years and beyond. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Falco.
The first task enforce the bell-to-bell policy.
Zero tolerance. Thank you. Board member comments, who wants to go? I see Ross.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Falco, wish you all the best. And the kids do well. It's a team effort, there's no I in team. You're coming to a high school, a successful high school, with positive and successful teachers, faculty, custodians, security, everybody that makes the school a bright, positive, and successful school. So I'm sure you're gonna blend in, and you're gonna add to what's already working. So I wish you all the best, and to all the students, the families, Faculty, custodians, security staff, I wish you all a happy, healthy, and successful school year. Enjoy the last week of vacation, and looking forward to hearing positive things from not only the high school level, but all the way to elementary school. So congratulations, wish you all the best. Thank you.
Russ. Yep, Mr. Arico.
Thank you, Board President. Again, Dr. Falco, congratulations. My 3 children are graduates of Edison High and are proud Eagles and went on to very successful careers thanks to the education system, our teachers and our staff and our administrators. So again, good luck and all the best. If you need anything, now that I'm retired, I could answer more emails. I wanted to mention something about the busing. A lot of parents, because these are the questions I get, they see buses go by their house that are empty, okay? Well, they're technically not empty. Those seats are taken, and they're spoken for. Now, if the parents don't have their children taking advantage of that, that's their issue. But we can't sell those seats because you see a bus go by, a 55-passenger bus, and you only see 40 kids on the bus. Well, those other 15 seats are actually physically taken by somebody. So I wanted to make sure the community knew that and don't think we're running bus routes with empty seats. I mean, every seat on every bus is sold or taken up by a free lunch student or a special needs student. Myself and Mrs. White attended the new staff orientation. It was excellent. The staff development department did a great job working with those staff members, and I congratulate the staff development department for a great job. And also, again, have a great opening. This will be my first year in many years not having an opening. But again, to every staff member, from our security all the way up to our principals and administrators, I hope you have a great opening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle, yeah,
Yeah,
just want to, I also want to congratulate Dr. Falco from Jaguar to Eagle. You know, we believe that you can lead the Eagles fly even higher. Then I just want to say, you know, to all the students, enjoy the last few days of the summer vacation. And I want to also, you know, as a parent, I can't wait to send the kids back to school. So I want to thank all the teachers for taking over from here and wish everybody a very successful school year.
Thank you. Yep, Jeannie.
I'm basically going to echo all these good wishes to Dr. Falco, to our own amazing Dr. Tui, and to all of our staff, wishing you well for a wonderful start for school. You always do such a great job, and I know you're going to continue to do so. And that's also for our custodians and facility people. You know, these guys have worked so hard through the summer to get everything in order. And then also we have our great security team too. And you keep us safe. Thank you and good luck.
Mr. Shi?
Yeah, I just want to echo congratulations to Dr. Falco. You're filling a position that's a legacy in the Edison School District. It's not an easy job, but we have full confidence you are the man to do it. Okay? Also, some of the accolades, Dr. Tui, right? And also 2 years in a row, Edison School District has a County Teacher of the Year, 2 years in a row. It's a great achievement. It says a lot about our staff's dedication, and we try to support them as much as we can. Also, the beginning of the school year, and I saw some pictures from Willie about how hard our custodians are working, right? Diamond cut, 3 floors, Edison High, and JP, they're all done. So I'm looking forward to visit the schools on Friday to see how good a job they're doing. But I'm pretty sure I'll be very happy and like to thank them for the entire summer and the leadership team for getting it done. just that Joyce left, there were a couple ratings that came out right before the school year. J.P. Stevens came in 9th in the entire New Jersey for public high schools. We beat Princeton, we beat Summit 2 years in a row. So people can say whatever they want to say, right? The academic achievement we have done is shown by these assessments. And I'm not done yet. And recently, the middle school also came out. Out of 1,510 middle schools in New Jersey, 1,510. John Adams came in 19, and Woodrow Wilson came in 27. So 2 schools in our district, top 30. And if you look at these, some of the schools that's ahead of us, there are a lot of charter schools. They're not really public schools. We still came in 19 and 27. This is again, achievement we have done. And I'm confident if we continue to go that route, we're under the new leadership here, we'll do better. And we hope that we'll beat West Windsor and Plansboro next year, so we can move up a little bit, right? And just last week of the summer, and just like Mrs. Pan said, wishing every student just take the last couple of days, relax, and I hope our staff will also take the opportunity to relax a little bit, and wishing everyone a very, very successful school year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shi. Anyone else? Okay. Well, most.
He has to say something. I know.
Well, I just want to piggyback on what Mr. Shi said. He's measuring the school success by the ranking. I had a experience with the student where I think a few weeks ago, one of the students told me that he was accepted in both academies, Biomedical Academy in Woodbridge as well as Biomedical Academy at JP, and he chose to accept JP. And I remember a similar incident last year where I think at least few students chose to join Woodbridge Academy. So in just 1 year, the branding of our JP Academy has beaten Woodbridge. And with more academies opening and more pathways opening, I think we are going to do much better for our students, all the students, not just for high achieving students. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.